Previously on Deep Six.
So in a storm of broken brass, frozen paper scraps, and legal canisters rolling hard across the polished floor of what you know to be a mailroom, specifically a secure mailroom, where things are sent for court litigation or to send private documents between parties. For 1 second, everything stops. There are 3 mail clerks in this room, and they're just kind of staring at you. One is holding a tray of outgoing warrants. One has a sandwich halfway to his mouth, and one slowly lowers a stamp which is marked void, and he just kind of is automatically still doing his job, not knowing what in the hell is going on. Behind you, the broken tube screams steam into the room, and a red alarm light begins turning overhead, and they're just kind of looking around like, what is... I mean, these are the night shift in a mailroom.
Yeah.
This is probably, these are not guys anywhere near your rank. They're not scared. They are very confused.
Yeah.
One of the speaking pipes crackles on the walls. Containment breach. In outbound dispatch. Suspect is small, armed, and legally unresolved. The clerks look at each other. They look back at you. They look at the shattered tube and the frozen gate pieces on the ground. One clerk quietly sets down his sandwich and reaches towards the alarm lever.
Close my eyes, wonder where I go when I die. Underneath the surface I hear voices, just keep on pushing me down, trying to get to heaven, but it's all hell. Every day I wake up I still wonder if I'm dead or alive. 6 feet deep, deep six, sitting in the middle of heaven and hell. And every day I wake up I still wonder if I'm dead or alive. You know I'm undercover, underground.
So where we left off, we had seen the first 3 rounds of the rusty. Where the fuck are we? Rusty
Bottom.
Rusty bottom. Rusty.
No, rusty below.
The rust below. Yeah, the rust below.
Got them.
Fighting arena. They've just raised the water level in the room to reveal this sort of semi-floating chained platform. And who was it that spotted I think it was it Jake? Yeah. Or Stenny. I think Stenny spotted that there's something else underneath the murky black waters of the Styx down here in the cistern. As Orlan Three-Tongue and the Kinku Bladesmith are preparing to do battle on this, I wanted to, above table, just kind of explain a couple of things here. As far as how we're going to be doing level ups, you guys have all done your level up outside of this week's session.
Yes.
And you choose when that level up happens. Okay. So, wherever it would make the most sense. So, for example, Matt, you have your spell book with you, as well as you've had some things that you can kind of draw on from recent experience. And it doesn't have to be a major thing. It can be, Ruby, you had success earlier as a bard playing your flute dirge. And so you might have taken some inspiration from that, and that's what caused your bump in mastery there, So everybody gets to decide, what moment that they do this in, and of course you would take the same benefit as you would always do with a level up. So no matter where you are, even if it's in the middle of battle, I will allow you to take the benefits of a full rest at the moment that you take your level up. So you can kind of hang on to it almost like, but there's some danger that comes on with hanging on to it as well. So completely up to you, when you want to do that, but just, for whenever it feels right to your character to level up, you can kind of work that into the story for your particular character.
Does it have to make sense? Can I just start rubbing my button and level up?
Yeah, you just fucking do it whenever you want. Whatever makes sense to you.
Sorry, Stan.
So that being said, during this whole process of them raising the water level and everything, and they're making the final fight preparations, and so you've got about they announced that there's going to be a pause, while they're setting everything up, and new bets are being placed and everything like that, and you see a couple of different things. Mac, you're still down in the locker room at the minute, but you might kind of peeked your head around, from that lower level to see what was happening with the structure. You're still trying to keep an eye on Malk, who seems to be creeping around, and I believe we lost track of his movements, didn't we? Yeah. Those of you who are up with the main crowd, roll a perception check for me.
2
perceiving
plus
nothing.
4, 6.
Okay.
Sorry. I forgot which one of these it is in. Oh, it's plus 4 perception. It is 13.
Okay. Well, you're not able to hear from your side, certainly with a 6. You're not able to kind of hear through the chatter where these people are going, but the more aristocratic side of the patrons here seem to be moving back up that other stairwell which you saw earlier when you were trying to get in over next to them, Ruby. You don't know where that goes, but you would assume there's some sort of intermission to however they entered in the fights. They certainly didn't crawl through the fake toilets the way that you guys did to get down here in their fancy ball gowns and masks, right? So again, you're not sure where that goes, but they do seem to be taking this brief hiatus away from the arena, possibly to go get refreshments or to freshen up in some way. But again, you guys would have some time here if you wanted to try and do anything, see anything. We already rolled to see if we could track Malk's movements, and you don't see Malk at the moment. No.
I'm going to do what I always do when I'm bored. I'm going to steal something.
All right, what do you want to try and go steal?
I thought you were going to say rub my button.
Oh.
And I was like, no.
I'll do that after.
Celebratory button rubbing.
Oh, button rubbing,
Yeah. Find somebody close by and slip my hand in their pocket, see what they've got.
All
you
right.
Find a button.
Magic button.
All right, so make a slide. I mean, just anybody random.
Random. Yeah.
All right, make a sleight of hand check for me.
About everything.
9 plus 8, 17.
You withdraw 14 silver.
Woohoo! I'll give that to my wallet over there.
What? How is this? This isn't how you can't give your money every single time. Are they still taking bets?
Yeah.
Cool. Can I take that 14 silver?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna put a bet on the Kiku to win.
Okay.
Yeah, so walk over. So you give it to me and I'm like, I was like, where'd you get that from? Just walk straight over. Just like put 14 silver on the Kiku.
All right.
While he's doing that, I'm going to vigorously rub my button and level up.
All right. So you, I'm not gonna play that. So
The thrill. The thrill. Jesus, I'm doing it in public. The thrill has set me off.
Yeah.
That's
Wasn't
right.
even subtle.
all right. So you level up.
Again, you chose us to be at this table.
Yeah. In your leveling up, you notice as well. Again, you don't know what's up that stairwell, but earlier the small device that you saw, where they measured out those hidden coins, those Electron coins, which were then put through some sort of alchemical or magical process within this small machine, and turned into this kind of fluid Electron, which you guys noticed looked a lot like what you retrieved from the automaton. You also notice as well that yours, the kind of briquette had been broken away from it. You do notice that some of the ones which were being put in, namely the one, the Durgar that was carried out on a plinth, and he's not coming back, right? You notice that his particular coin was wooden when he put it up. And there, basically every time that there's a bout, a little bit more gets added to this large vial, and you can see that that the couple who are running these fights. What did I say her name was? Shit, I need notes.
Oh.
Melina?
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, we'll say Melina. If it's not, whatever. So
She better not be an important character.
Melina, Mariana, Melina. I think it was Melina.
I think it was Melina.
You can fix it. You fix it for Melina. It's my voice doing it as well.
Yeah.
Melina.
That one character, Melina. The time is 4:28 p.m. Melina seems to be coming over every so often and just kind of checking the level up of that. That she has a certain amount of this that she's trying to collect. But you're not sure why or what that might be in aid of. You know that Electrum on its own, in its normal state, is quite valuable. You're not sure why anybody would want to melt it down in this way, using this kind of arcane measures.
Collecting Ottoman fluid.
Certainly easier to transport in coin form.
Oh, okay.
Why would you want to put it in a glass bottle where it can be broken or destroyed? Anything else we want to do, Mac? Anything you want to try and do? Are you leveling? I'm assuming you're taking your level.
Yeah, I mean, I'm spending a lot of time just while they're prepping for this other fight. Well, I've got a little bit of time just trying to see if I can make any sense of the spell book or what might be inside it.
Yeah. And you rolled your 2 portent dice.
Yep.
And they are nat 20 and
19.
So yeah, you got 2 loaded guns there.
Useless.
And of course, as always, we have our skull die to tip the balance of the fate should we decide to do so. And you have bardic inspiration at your disposal as well from Ruby's earlier pep talk.
Got this.
Anything else you want to do? Like so it's basically you, the Kinku, and Orlan down there. Again, you tried to speak with Orlan a little bit earlier, and had a brief chat. Depending on what you may or may not have gleaned from that. Is there anything else you want to try and speak with him about, or you can try to do anything else at this time?
I think if I've actually got a little bit of time, I'll try and kind of slide up to, kind of just casually go up to Orlan, because we chatted about how your fights went and stuff. But I think what I might try and do is while I'm there, just kind of go over the crowd again and how, the goblins were on their side, and then kind of maybe mention that there's some dodgy looking characters up there as well, and see if he has noticed anything.
Yeah, all right.
Anything's okay.
So are you trying to persuade him to give you anything, or are you trying to get a read
I'm
on
trying
it?
to get a read on him, I think. Yeah, just to,
Okay.
when I mention kind of dodgy people, just to see what, just to kind of get an insight, I guess.
All right, make an insight check for him.
16.
Okay. So he's kind of, it's pretty weird, I guess, in that moment that like anybody would like come up to him. That's not like, a corner man or something like that.
Yeah.
Of course, he doesn't have one. But he's kind of taken aback at first, like didn't really see you walk up, and he's just kind of looking at you, almost like he's trying to get a beat on you as well. But you do notice, kind of as you're walking up, he's not necessarily just prepping for the fight. He's kind of looking through his stuff, and you notice that there's a pretty large bottle that he's messing with in his bag, and you see him as you're walking up. He's kind of running a finger along the edge of that open bottle, and he kind of puts it in his lips like this, and then puts the stopper back in. And as you start speaking to him, he kind of shoves it down in his bag.
Is he guzzling Ottoman fluid?
It did not look like, it's not glowing or anything like the Electron fluid that you saw earlier.
That's a relief.
Yeah. So sorry. What did you ask him specifically?
Just like if he'd noticed anyone who was, if there was anyone familiar up in the crowd that he recognised or anything, or if he had any insights about like who might be here, that kind of thing.
So, let me tell you, man, the regulars in this place, you don't want to have anything to do with. You, with that insight roll as well, you feel like he's talking about some people specifically.
Yeah. Okay. I get an idea. All right. Well, good luck against.
Kind of looks you up and down and goes, thanks, appreciate that. And he's puzzled by why you're taking this interest, I guess, in this moment. But he also clearly has other things on his mind, so he kind of goes back to it.
Okay. I'll just go and then kind of focus on the book, and I'll see if there's anything I can read from this book, if there's any secrets.
Oh yeah, you got your ring as well. Don't forget that. You got your newly acquired.
Yeah, my time ring. Yeah, my time ring. Yeah. You can go back in time.
And everything.
I think you're not really sure the full extent of that.
Yeah.
And probably wouldn't be able to know the full extent until you try it.
Yeah. We'll try it.
It's not an everyday item.
No.
I mean, you can certainly glean the type of magic that it involves, but as far as the extent of its abilities, you're not real sure.
Don't mess with the time-space continuum.
I don't like
Great Scott!
Just do it anyway. Do it for fun.
Just absent-mindedly, just like, oh.
Don't get the ruby, she'll rub it.
Moves just like this to your ring. Time to go back and forth.
All right, so anything you two want to do up top?
I will admit, I put my bet on the Kiku, forgetting that the other guy was like a character.
Hey, you're hedging your bets. It's fine.
That's fine. Also, I put my bet on Mac.
Mm-hmm. Everything is down to the dice. There's nothing saying
That's true.
that was the wrong decision.
Yeah. I put a bet on Mac earlier. Did I won that.
Yeah, for that one. So you got a payout on that. I think was like 5-1 or something
like that. I think I wrote that down somewhere. It was 2-1 on Mac.
Yeah, 2-1 on Mac.
Yeah, I put out 15.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
So you got 30 there.
Yo.
30 gold?
You know? Don't stop looking at it, you.
Yeah, at least 20, that's mine.
I'm not going to do anything else because I'm just kind of getting hyped up on a fight. So I'm kind of just enjoying the atmosphere.
Okay. All right, Ruby.
Gonna rob somebody else.
I'm gonna go chat somebody up. Why not?
Okay.
No.
Anyone specific?
I don't know who's looking good from your angle.
Well, that you have access to, you can go chat to the guy from the courtyard earlier who you guys had to get the access key from, or the coin from, who is the woman's right-hand man, the gatekeeper.
That would be good.
You don't know his name, you just know that they refer to him as the gatekeeper.
Okay.
And then, there are a couple of guards around. Like I said, you can't make it over to the bougie side, or at least you couldn't make it over earlier. You do notice that the guard that was standing next to the bougie side doesn't seem to be standing there now.
Okay.
So, if you wanted to go over that side, or...
Yeah, I'll go speak to the gatekeeper guy.
Okay. All right.
Here I go, slinky slinky.
All right, so you're coming down to speak to him, and he's just kind of there in his kind of
Yeah.
monk pose, just kind of arms folded, waiting for everything to get started.
Got my brooch on. I'm a bard, so I'm charming anyway. But maybe I will charm him a little bit more. I have a charm person spell.
Huh?
Can I use it on him?
Sure.
Okay. What do I have to do?
I think it's automatic. Let me just double check. I'll read that out so we're sure on it.
I'm oozing charm out of every pore right now. So charming.
Gross.
If you were here, you would not be gross. You'd be like, ooh.
All right, so the charm spell.
Yeah.
Charm person.
Goes for 30 feet, so maybe you're getting a little bit charmed too, guys.
I am there.
No. Stenny, you're loving Ruby right now.
No. I think it's 30 feet a specific character.
It's directed.
Yeah.
It's not just that you walk into the room and go.
So charm person, one humanoid you can see within range makes a wisdom saving throw. It does so with advantage if you or your allies are fighting it. So it would not have advantage, but on a failed save, the target has the charm condition until start of the next turn or the next round, something like that. I think it lasts an hour if you're not in combat. So is a wisdom save against your spell DC. So your spell difficulty class. Armor class is 13. Your spell save DC is 13. And you have +5 to attack spells. This wouldn't be an attack spell. This would be regular +2 modifier, but again, it doesn't matter in this situation. He has to make a wisdom saving throw and be the 13. He does not make it.
Cool.
Of course he doesn't.
So he is currently charmed.
I'm walking over, glowing.
He just kind of looks down at you. Hello.
And I'm just like, hey.
He looks at you again. Hello.
Hi, I remember you from earlier.
Yes.
Is he actually charmed right here?
Are you enjoying the festivities? He's got a big smile on his face. He seems very calm.
Okay. I am. So, I'm just gonna ask you some questions. What's your sign?
Sign of what?
Your star sign. I'm a Pisces.
I do not know what that is.
Oh, interesting. That's something from my old life. So, have you seen any weird characters around here? Anyone you're suspicious of?
And he's kind of looking around, like, the clientele in this place is pretty dire. Like pretty much everybody who's left, like certainly on the side of the room where you and Stenny been standing, like everyone there looks like they just committed a crime. So he just kind of takes a look around the room, and he says, "Not particularly."
Tell me about Orlan Three-Tongue. What do you know about him? Do you think he can beat my friend Matt?
He kind of smiles and nods his head, and he says, "He is a great fighter of skill and prowess."
I've been hearing he's been having a few problems lately. Know anything about that?
I would not.
No? No? Okay. You do not know much, do you?
She's human.
He kind of raises an eyebrow, like, but he doesn't say anything.
So, tell me your deepest, darkest secret. What's your name, by the way?
Damn it. I knew one of you fucks was going to ask his name. My name is Tyron.
Hi, Tyron. Do you have any dark secrets you want to share with me? I'm very trustworthy.
I do not have secrets.
No? Good man. I like an open book. Help me out, guys. What should I ask this guy?
Right here. I'm over doing a bet. You're on your own. I'm just
Damn, I'm on
hanging
my
out.
own. Do you like dogs?
I am a vegetarian.
Because I have a dog in my pocket. His name is Daddy.
He kind of looks down at you, and then he's like, "Is that so?"
It's not so much a dog. It is a humongous beast. I'm not going to take him out here. I think he might draw a bit of attention. But I just wanted you to know I've got a dog.
Oh, Lord.
A big dog.
Noted.
I am shipping this as the couple for the.
Yeah? So, what's this Ottoman fluid stuff that's going about? What are you doing with that?
Automan?
Automaton. See, I know that this stuff, it's in automatons. We've milked one.
Milk.
Yes. We saw some weird cult guys.
He generally kind of screws up an eyebrow, like he's not really following you.
Do you know what? It doesn't matter. The fluid stuff. What are you using it for, mate?
Tyron, mate, what are you doing with that? Sorry, mate. Listen, pal. Listen, buddy.
And he kind of looks over the little contraption there, and he says, "This is the river of life. It resides within all things."
Nice. But what are you doing with it? Like,
I am standing near it.
yeah, but like, okay, I get it. It's in all things, but clearly you're making this fluid stuff and putting it in the water. Why? What's that all about?
He kind of looks up across the arena there, and you notice that actually roll perception.
11 plus 8, 19?
Yeah, so you notice that Melina is just watching the two of you from the other side.
Okay. Hi!
She's got like a wine glass, like kind of like she's like holding one elbow with like a wine glass, and she just kind of like raises Couple of fingers off the wine glass, like.
Just like universal signal of
She
help
looks
me.
quite suspicious as to who you are and why you are asking so many questions.
Why does somebody who has a cloak of invisibility the most conspicuous person in the entire game every single time? The 4-foot bunny is the most conspicuous person.
Don't need to be inconspicuous when you're charming.
That's true.
I don't think I'm gonna get much else out of this guy. He's not really telling me much. But he did look at Melina. Oh, what's her deal?
She is my charge, and I am hers.
Oh, is that like a kinky thing? Are you like...
He kind of does his eyebrow up again as kinky.
That was my next question.
I am not familiar with this term.
Not familiar. Okay. So you're her charge. What does that mean?
I am her protector, and she is mine.
Oh, like you have like an agreement or?
Yes.
Yes. So you're okay. I don't need to worry about you being some sort of like slave here.
Roll a perception check again.
18 plus whatever.
His face really grimaces when you say the word slave. But he says, no, absolutely not. But something about the word slave set him off. Slightly. As much as you're going to set off a monk.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe he's like captivated or something.
You can save him.
Will I save him? Can I save you?
Save me from what?
Whatever. I don't know. I just have this intuition that you need saving.
You can say in this conversation anytime.
I do not believe I need saving.
Okay. Fair enough then.
That was good though.
Goodbye.
Oh yeah, bye.
Does Ruby canonically have a Scottish accent as well? Does she just have your voice?
Just as my boss.
That's
Yeah.
cool. I like that.
That's the easiest explanation.
Yeah. I was thinking, I was like, I didn't even the bunny, up in a wee Scottish bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's fine.
All right. So does that take care of everything in the interim here? All right. So, the higher born folks start making their re-entry, and you can see they've all kind of refilled their goblets of wine and are all getting quite drunk and not really paying attention to much of anything, really. They're kind of socializing on their own little platform up there. You get the feeling that these fights are just the place to be if you have enough wealth. Not necessarily have any sort of stake in it. Other, some gamble and some maybe have, a business interest in it. But you get the feeling that most of them, this is just what rich people do on a Friday night. So everyone seems to now be just kind of waiting on everything to begin. And you look up, and Melina walks over again to the wee bell or gong from before and just kind of gently rings it. And the gatekeeper opens again, the gates wide. And you watch as the Kenku and Orlan make their way onto this platform. And the second either of them step onto it, you see how much it shifts and weighs. So really, takes a disadvantage against, getting footing and that kind of thing. As well as, like I said, it doesn't look brand new. There are boards missing in places, it's cracks and creaks. At this time, you don't really see that shadow of anything that you saw in the water beforehand. And again, you notice right before he goes out that Orlan, Mag, you're the only one down there, so you'd be the only one to see it, but he kind of goes back to that bottle, again, kind of rubs it along the underside of his lip, and then puts the cork back in it, puts it back in his bag before going out. He has a long kind of bastard sword with almost no hilt behind him, and a very long kind of cane sheath which sits on the back as well. The Kinku, again, you kind of identified those blades before as well. They look very, very similar to the obsidian blades that you saw beforehand. And other than the fact that he's a Kinku and not a dark elf, similarly dressed as well. And so they each take a different corner of this traction, and each draw blades against one another. And as they're waiting, the gatekeeper closes the gates, and Melina again goes back to the bell and rings a second time. And at that point, both of them are kind of on their guard, and the tension in the room just picks up immediately. Everybody starts to cheer. Things are being thrown from the top, thrown down into the water. There are big splashes making as bottles, bits of brick and stone are being kicked off in and trying to throw these guys off balance a little bit. You get the feeling that audience participation is a possibility in a place like this. At least to some degree, that is to be expected. Like as people are jeering and throwing things, you're not sure whether there would be a limit to that. Whether if any direct interference would, be cause for action or retribution from the people running the fights or not. But they don't seem to be making a move on anyone just in the moment. So the Kinku Blades Master moves first. A blur of dark feathers, red ties, and flashing steel. His twin blades whisper out in perfect rhythm. Each step measured. Each cut neat enough to shave a candle flame. Orlan is driven backwards almost immediately, boots sliding through across these kind of wet boards, because as one end of this platform raises, obviously the other sinks down, right? And so he's trying to move up a little bit, and it kind of pushes him a little bit more center as that corner dips down as he's pushed back. So he's kind of trying to fight his way back towards the front. But he's driven back almost immediately. Rapier barely catching the first strike, so he's kind of blocked him there. Shoulder twisting away from the second, just a little too late. So the Kinku draws blood on Orlan's shoulder. The crowd loves it. Ketch presses in, silent except for little bits of stolen voices that occasionally spill from his beak. And you just hear him, too slow. Yield. Again.
Ooh.
Again, all these voices not to be his own, Each phrase comes in a different voice. No mockery exactly, just memory sharpened into a weapon. Orlan's smile falters. So he's been kind of, when you saw him fight the other guy, he was very showy, as most sword college bards are. Makes a big show and presence to the crowd of everything. He's smiling as if everything is easy. But you see that his smile kind of falls away here. The Kinku makes the mistake, though, however, of repeating one more voice. A woman's voice. Soft, familiar. Someone that Orlan clearly knows. And he says, "Come home." And you can see the anger in Orlan's face. And for half a heartbeat, Orlan stops retreating, And, Orlan keeps moving around. I mean, both these guys are moving with speed. But at that moment, the Kinku lunges. But Orlan seemed like maybe he was waiting for it. So he's smart enough to know that the Kinku was trying to goad him with that voice. And so he kind of turns it against Ketch. So he flicks his offhand, and a shimmer of minor illusion snaps across the planks. And, not of a wall, not of a creature, just the brief image of Orlan himself stepping left when he actually drops or feints right. The Kinku's blade cuts through empty air, and Orlan comes up low inside the guard. His rapier flashes once across the Kinku's wrist. And you see Orlan kind of playing to the crowd at that point, waving his finger back and forth. And he's kind of getting the upper hand, letting him know that he knows his tricks. The weapon spins free from Ketch's hand and clatters and rolls over in between two of the planks, and you would assume down into the depths below. The crowd gasps, and Ketch recoils, one blade remaining, feathers flaring and ruffled. And for the first time, his kind of perfect rhythm that he's had this whole time, with his kind of flips and movements. And again, his neck turns almost like an owl. Like it's almost, at least 180s, if not completely back around on itself, to make sure that he's never losing guard. But he seems to be a bit discombobulated here. Orlan presses the advantage. He does not look graceful. He looks desperate. Orlan himself staggering and slipping on these planks. His voice splits between charm and venom as he's hissing these bardic phrases. You can't make them out over the crowd specifically, but you would know that that a bard, still has to use these kind of vocal incantations, during their sword play. He's kind of muttering these under his breath as he's moving, and the air around him as his sword hums, and that you can hear over the crowd, almost like a trail of light or steel following it around. He drives forward with a blade flourish, shoulder checking the Kinku back, so similar to how he was checked before. Now Orlan seems to have him on the ropes. The rapier carves a bright line across the chest, and Ketch tries to recover, tries to parry, but Orlan is already too close. The Kinku opens his beak and spits out another stolen voice. "Mercy," sounds like an older man's voice. Orlan's face hardens, and he just says, "Don't use that one." And he hooks his foot behind the Kinku's ankle, twists, and slams the pommel of his sword into the side of the Kinku's head. Ketch hits the planks on one knee in the corner there. And before he can rise, Orlan places the sword beneath his chin, and the arena goes quiet.
That was brutal.
For a moment, it looks as though Orlan might finish him off. Instead, Orlan leans in, breathing hard, blood running down his arm. Says, "Tell them I was better." And he turns to the crowd, and throws both arms wide, and lets the noise swallow the fact that his hands are shaking in the moment. He kind of checks back over one shoulder as the Kinku yields and throws his second blade down to the floor. You could do a number of things. You can try and intimidate or command these clerks before they act.
Mm-hmm.
You can dive into the outgoing city mail sacks and hide among dispatches. But you would have to get away from these guys first.
Yeah.
You can grab a courier badge and try and bluff your way out. Or any kind of combination of these things.
Yeah.
If you got these guys to go along with you, they might be able to help you with something. You can just bolt. You can just try and make a run for the door before the shutter closes.
Yeah.
You can use magic to create a final distraction or anything else.
I'm gonna stand up and kind of brush myself off. Well, I've always wanted to do that. How about you boys? Have you ever wanted to try?
So, you do notice that one of them is also a halfling, and he's just kind of nodding like, yeah, fair enough, So you feel like you have one out of the three on your side already, because that totally clocks and makes perfect sense to him. The other two are not quite so sure. So to win them over, I want you to roll deception for me, please.
8.
All right. So one guy's not having it. You got one more. So roll another deception. So you kind of look to one guy and you're like, huh? And he's like, I don't know.
18.
Okay. Well, the other guy seems to be on board. So you get 2 out of the 3 of them, and they seem to kind of calm the other one down. They say, look at how she's dressed, right? She's way above our station. She's clearly doing some sort of test late at night. There's no other reason for this, clearly. They're not the brightest, future clerks that you have there. This is maybe some sort of intern program. Yeah. Or these guys are somebody's kin that were given a job here, maybe.
Nepo babies.
Yeah. So they agreed to help you with whatever it is that you're doing. They seem to think that you're doing something official.
I am?
Yeah, but it would be up to you to try and convince them as to what that would be.
Right. Well, lads, I need you to write down everything you saw when I came out and have that as official documentation for testing what happens when there is a breach in the system. Luckily, as a halfling, I was able to go into the pipes and, all other small places that we have here just to see what happens if someone comes in who shouldn't.
All right, so...
And when you're done with your report, send it to my friend, whose name I need to look at.
Orlan 3-ton.
Orlan 3-ton.
Okay, so they busily take down all of this because you've just given them probably more work than they've done in a month. So they're now scrambling around. How did you want to try and escape, or you just want to hang out in the Mailroom?
So everything's closed.
Which is an option.
Yeah. Everything's closed at the moment.
Yeah, the main door has closed at this point.
And there's no way, there's no button inside to push or anything,
I mean, you don't have a key.
I don't know.
These guys probably wouldn't either. You would know that eventually the search would be called off if nothing was reported.
Yeah.
And then they would open eventually on their own.
Yeah.
But you don't know how long that would take.
No, I don't. And there's the other chute to go through.
Yeah, so there's like outgoing city mail.
Yeah.
Which is more of like a standard kind of mail drop.
Yeah.
This is not as fancy as the pneumatic tube system or anything.
Yeah.
It's more just kind of out the building, but you're not sure where it leads to.
Right, boys, do you remember my instructions? Yes?
Yes, miss. And you can see the one who like had the sandwich and stuff before is just like he just has like bits of sandwich kind of all over himself, and he's just kind of wiping himself clean, like trying to look presentable in front of his boss here. So yeah, so you have their attention, and they'll pretty much do what you want them to do at this point.
Right. I am now going to leave. Again, write down what you see, and I will make notes on my end. And then we will able to analyze everything once this experiment is done.
Okay.
And I'm going to jump into the public sheet.
Okay. So you just like Hong Kong Fooey out of one mail slot and into the filing cabinet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this ride is much shorter than the last one. You hit the alleyway hard, buried in warrants and court notices. The bells of the Judiciary court system screaming above you. But for one breath, you are outside. You're free. You check your pocket. You still have the scraps of paper that you took. You still have Orlan's name. You take it out and look at the phrase again. The vessel requires witness. And then the alley changes. Again, like everything here, moving on a clockwork frame. The entire building shifts and moves. The lamps dim blue again, that same familiar flicker from before. The rain stops mid-fall. The court notices around her lift, the court notices around you lift from the ground, pages fluttering like startled birds. At the mouth of the alley stands Lady Vespera Valgrave. Not running, not breathless, just waiting. Beside her, a male roughly about her same age, independent, smug, kind of auras that they each have together, that was probably a brother, right? And so you would assume this is Lord Cassian Valgrave. He's holding a folded court order sealed in black wax. Vesper has not chased you through the building. She simply calculated where the system would spit you out. Cassian opens the order and reads in that, and he reads it in this soft but poisonous voice. For the preservation of civic order, the subject is to be removed from all active proceedings. And the stones beneath your feet begin to split with silver light. A circle appears in the alley. Black salt, court script, brass filings, and tiny turning gears. This was prepared in advance, not for an intruder, but for you. You have one possible moment here. One moment that you can maybe do something. You can try and send a message to Orlan with one of the scraps. You can hide the eye scrap somewhere in the alley for future discovery. You can mark Vespero with a spell or something, maybe so that you'll be able to recognize her later, or maybe so that you could track her later. Maybe that's more accurate. You've seen similar things like this before handed down as punishments in the higher courts, where they've actually banished people from Verdencia. But you've heard of it, but you've never seen it done before. And, it certainly doesn't happen in alleyways. You could attempt to break that spell somehow.
Do I know what the spell is?
I mean, you know that it's a banishment.
Yeah, but do I?
I mean, you would know from just being able to read the runes and the symbols around you. So you know what's about to happen. Mm-hmm. Though you are certainly in shock and taken aback that
it's happening to me.
that it is happening to you, and
Yeah.
that it's happening here. And who are these people to have this kind of pull?
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't. I mean, you don't really know much about them other than the fact that they are wealthy nobles.
Yeah.
But usually anyone that would have this kind of pull and power works in the court systems. Because only a select few are allowed to live outside the geese, right? You could try and take something from them as proof, or but they're not that near you, so
Yeah.
you would have to escape the banishment circle first.
Yeah.
In order to try and do that.
What are the runes made of?
So all those things that we talked about, so kind of black salt laid out in circles is kind of spellcrafts
Yeah.
here.
So I could theoretically just kick it.
Yeah. I mean, like, had it not been already engaged, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right? You're not sure how effective it would be once the spell's already been cast or been set off. It's almost like this was a booby trap.
Yeah.
Set
It
for
feels
your
like
character.
it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try and disrupt the runes.
Okay.
Somehow.
All right. So how do you want to do that? Just physically try and like kind of
Yeah,
kick,
I think
one of those salt lines?
I think what I would do is just, either get on my hands and knees and like
Yeah.
frantically go like that, or
Okay.
kick and stuff like that. Because what I would love is to just blast it with water, but I don't have the spell for it.
Okay. All right. So you're just kicking at these kind of heavy salt perimeters, which has been kind of laid out in this thick black salt, and you do manage to scatter bits and points of it, but the area inside the initial circle is already kind of begin to take effect. But you do see the spell effect kind of flare out, and you see Cassian reaches out, no, and then all of a sudden black, right? So you see him reach out with one hand. The alley folds outward, like paper mache or origami or something like that. The courts become a smear of brass and rain. Cassian's smile stretches into a pale line as if it's been drug across a horizon. Vespera's eyes are the last thing to remain clear in your vision. And you hear her as well. She says, do try and survive, dear. I would like to know whether the circle holds. So you feel like this is maybe some sort of experimental use of this banishment spell, maybe outside of the court's knowledge. But you can't really think about that now because you are certainly trapped within this moment, almost frozen. But then Verdencia vanishes entirely. No alleyway, no bells, no city, only a silvery darkness.
That brings us to the end of the episode of Daggers and Drams. Thank you for spending some time with us. Whether you're painting minis, driving home from work, preparing for your next session, or simply escaping into another world for a little while, we're grateful you've chosen to join us at the table. If you enjoyed today's adventure, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and leaving a comment below. Not only does it help us grow, but it helps more adventurers like you discover the stories that we're telling. A special thank you goes out to our supporters, patrons, artists, collaborators, guests, and sponsors, and to anyone who continues to support the show. Your encouragement, feedback, and enthusiasm help make Daggers and Drams what it is. Before we go, a couple of quick announcements from around the table. We're always looking to connect with talented artists who share our love of tabletop gaming and storytelling. If you're an illustrator, designer, map maker, miniature painter, or creative of any kind who would be interested in working with Daggers and Drams, we'd love to hear from you. And if you'd like to support the show, Be sure to check out our limited run merch shop. Every purchase helps us continue improving the podcast, creating new content, and bringing more adventures to the table. If you'd like to learn more about the show, get in touch, or keep up with what we're working on, you'll find everything you need in our bio. As always, thank you for being part of this adventure. Until next time, pour yourself a dram, settle in by the fire, and keep on telling great stories.